This is Dan Riley for Sports Talk on Passionate World Internet Radio. For a while now, the NFL and ESPN have been in talks that would allow ESPN to acquire NFL media in exchange for the NFL getting an ownership stake in ESPN. Regardless of how one feels, it leaves us to wonder if ESPN going forward will be able to be objective when discussing issues involving the NFL. I remember ESPN canceling Playmakers to appease the NFL back in the early 2000s. And that was just a television drama. ESPN is in a tight spot now. If the NFL has an ownership stake, at least a small ownership stake in the network, people will wonder if stories are going to be killed to appease the league. It's only part of the objectivity problems that it looks like ESPN will have to wrestle with going forward. Nowadays, as popular as our sports leagues are, they also need to understand that they will be under a microscope. What are they going to do when word breaks of a major scandal? ESPN, meanwhile, employs journalists whose job it is to break stories, because, of course, it's their job. But the truth is, ESPN risks looking like just a propaganda arm for the NFL if this deal works out. That's not to say it can't have a bright side. But the truth is, unlike other partners of the NFL, ESPN really has a history of journalism. And fans need to know the truth about uncomfortable subject matter so that our 4 sports leagues in North America don't always get their way when, say, new stadiums are built. Well, it's great that ESPN will be able to air stuff that was originally on NFL Network. It needs to understand that it will still be expected to break stories that make the NFL look bad. And the NFL needs to know that it can't afford going around censoring stuff on ESPN. Otherwise, it will convict itself of the very things it doesn't like being depicted as. This is Dan Riley. Thank you so much for tuning in, and so long.